Within our documents, we have the ability to create bookmarks with special actions assigned that aren't necessarily linked to page views. While we're finishing up our document, we also have the capability to assign some special formatting and appearances to our bookmarks to help to give a sense of structure and make it easier for the user to find the information they're seeking. We're working with the file guide.nearlydone.pdf because it is nearly done. You can find this file in the working files. We've been developing the bookmarks in this document throughout the series of videos in this chapter, and now we're ready to put in the finishing touches. The first thing we're going to want to do with the bookmarks is to make some changes to highlight the images. For example, here in this page on Reddish Egret, we have two images, and both of the images have bookmarks assigned. But it's difficult to look at this list of bookmarks and see which are the images and which are the text sections. What we can do, however, is to right-click the bookmark on Windows or Control-click on a Mac and choose Properties. Here we have an Appearance section. Right away we can change the font style from plain to bold or italic, and we'll leave this one at plain, but we can change the color. In this case, for the images, we'll change them to a blue color and click OK. Now you can't see the color while the bookmark is highlighted, but as soon as we click away to another bookmark, we'll see the blue color. We'll modify the properties of the second image bookmark and change this to blue as well. Now when we're looking at this page, we can see the difference between the bookmarks. The blue is not a magic color and there's no significance to it. It's completely up to you whether or not you use color schemes in your bookmarks, but it's something that can provide a visual cue to the reader to give a sense of organization. We can go through and repeat this process on the other pages as well, modifying the properties and changing the colors to blue. And in short order, we can have all the bookmarks color-coded and organized this way. The next thing we'll want to do is to create some special bookmarks that can assist a user in finding information, bookmarks that aren't necessarily linked to page views. We'll go to the beginning of the document and we'll click on New Bookmark. We'll call this one Search This Document. Right now, because of the way we've created this bookmark, it's no different from the existing Welcome bookmark. It simply links here to page 1. But we can change that. By right-clicking and again choosing Properties, we can go to the Actions tab. Now we've seen actions before in previous videos when we created links and when we created buttons in our document. In this case, we have an action associated with the bookmark. The action is to go to a page in the document, page 1, and set the zoom level to fit the page. But we want this bookmark to do something else. We can click on this action and delete it. Instead, we'll insert a new action. As we saw in the video on buttons, we have a lot of actions here that we can choose from, but in this case, we'll make it simple. We'll execute a menu item. We click on Add, and the menu item that we want to execute is Edit Advanced Search. And we'll click OK. Many users of Reader will use Control F or Command F to find text, since that's common to most editing programs. But many people don't know about the advanced search capability, which we covered in detail in an earlier video. By adding this as an action to this bookmark, we can give our readers the access to the advanced search feature right from the Bookmarks panel. Very convenient. We'll click on OK, and we can test it out. Here's the welcome page, and here's the search bookmark. When we click it, it brings us right to the advanced search screen and we can search our document. We'll go ahead and close out of that. Now we want to make this one more noticeable to the readers, so we'll make some additional changes. The first thing we'll do is put it at the very top of the list, but nested under the welcome message. Recall that as we click and drag this icon up, we need to move it to the right slightly and upwards to nest the bookmark. The next thing we'll do is modify the properties. Again, right-click or control-click and choose Properties. And now we'll change the font style to bold, and we'll change the color to a green color so it really stands out. We'll click OK, and now when we're looking at this list of bookmarks, we see Search This Document, and it really jumps out at us, and we notice it right away. Let's go ahead and add another bookmark, and we'll call this one Learn About Us. Again, if we inspect the properties, we can change the style to bold, and we can change the color to the green color. In the Actions tab, this bookmark again has the same action to take us to page 1. We'll delete this action, and in this case, we'll add an action to open a web link. We'll click Add, and we'll type in the website we want to open, www.infiniteskills.com, and then we'll click on OK. Now this bookmark will take us to a website. So we'll click on OK again, and once more we'll move this one up just under the search bookmark, and it's now nested, and we have a Learn About Us link. If we click on this, it will take us to infiniteskills.com, and you may get a security warning if you haven't already allowed this website. Now we've modified our bookmarks to guide the user directly to our content. We've added color cues to provide a sense of structure and purpose for our readers, and we've added special bookmarks providing increased functionality within the document. The last thing we'll need to do is make sure to go under File, Properties, and in the Initial View section, we want the Navigation tab set to Bookmarks Panel and Page. The Layout panel we'll want to set to Single Page, and the magnification we'll want to change to Fit Page. And of course we want the document to open to page 1. We'll click on OK, and then we'll save our document. And when the user opens this document, they'll see exactly what we see here. You can see the result yourself by opening the file Guide End PDF from the Working Files, and here's our finished document, richly enhanced with bookmarks and ready to send out to your readers.